Welcome to the Dawg House. I'm your host, Noah Patrick, and these are my two co-hosts.
I'm Izzy Ellington.
I'm Ganel Montu.
So, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Frankie Cosgrove, and I'm a senior on the dance team.
I'm Bartek Krupek. I'm a sophomore on the dance team.
And I'm Alexa Hout, and I'm also a sophomore on the dance team.
Awesome, and welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
We're happy to be here.
What has this season meant to you and the team as a whole?
I feel like being on varsity for 3 years now, like, this team has just been so different, and, like, literally every single person on this team just has, like, a crazy drive to, like, do good, and, like, this is, like, the most determined team I've ever seen. And it means a lot to me.
Yeah. We're a very hardworking team. We put a lot of effort into what we do, and we're just happy that it's showing up now.
Yeah, the season's been really fun, really new to me, and it's just, it's taught me a lot of stuff that I didn't know.
Yeah, how has your first season been?
It's been new, like, obviously I've been dancing for some time, but, like, coming into this, like, it's just been completely new, and I've never been in a team setting, so I think it's taught me a lot about, like, collaboration, working with other people, and just, like, I guess, like, brainstorming and, like, learning.
Yeah.
Good. So, this season you guys placed 8th at state. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So, walk us through that moment when you found out. Like, what was your reaction?
It was honestly, like, amazing because I feel like day 1 and day 2, there's normally not such, like, a big jump because we got 11th the first day, and it was just, like, such a good feeling, and, like, everybody was there for each other. It was just, like, so happy.
Like the first day, so they call your names out, but not in the order that you placed. So they just say, like, if you made it to day 2. And so, like, you know, we're sitting in our circle, we're holding hands, and we're all freaking out because there's one final team to be called. And it's just so, like, nerve-wracking because, like, obviously you want to make day 2, and it's just, like, a big deal. And everyone's just shaking. We're just, like, and they're just, like, and the final team advancing to day 2 is Grant Community. And it was just, like, a huge moment. And then jumping up the next day, knowing that we performed better was just a feeling that is unimaginable.
It's honestly so nerve-wracking, but it's such a good feeling after.
Yeah, I think it was such, like, not like a relief, like an accomplishment. Like, you'd think from day 1 to day 2, like, you're really tired, you've been really, like, drilling the dance for so long, but, like, you just feel so energized day 2, and you're like, okay, like, this is final push, like, you got this.
Yeah.
And, like, it felt so good to perform.
So, what set this season's routines apart from previous seasons?
I feel like our coach always says, like, one person can, like, just make a whole different team, and I feel like literally every single person on our team this year just has, like, such, like, a big impact, and like we've all said, like, everybody's just so hardworking, and, like, I haven't seen anything like it.
I agree. It's just, like, our coach also always says, like, don't dwell on, like, the previous years because, like, every single team is different because every single team consists of different people. But, like, it's just every year, you know, there's a good mix of people, and it's just wonderful to be a team with them.
Yeah, I'm new, so I wouldn't know.
At state, like, what were some of your biggest challenges that you faced, and, like, how did your team overcome them?
I'd say one is, like, at state, there's not really, like, very good practice areas, so, like, I'd say, like take this, like, classroom and cut it in third, and, like, that's how much practice space you get.
Yeah.
So everybody's, like, fitting in there so tightly packed. There's, like, other teams all around you, and you just gotta, like, zone in and, like, worry about yourself and, like, your other teammates.
I'd probably say sectionals. We had one of our teammates get injured, and it was an injury that it's going to take a little bit of time to recover from. So that was kind of a setback and a challenge going into state. Thankfully, we had another girl on our team who stepped up and took her place in the routine and did a really good job. But it was just a challenge for her, like, learning a dance that the whole other team has been practicing for 9 months in 3 days is a challenge, and it's just really good that she could pull through for everyone.
For me, I think it was just nerves, like, knowing that, like, making day 2 isn't guaranteed. Obviously, our teammate getting injured, like that added more stress to it, and also just like it's a big stadium to perform in, and like you're getting recorded, so like you see all your mistakes and like all of that, and, like, you can't take that back. Like your performance is set.
Yeah.
once you do it.
Wow, it must have given you guys like a lot of anxiety.
It's insane.
You know, like every competition has its like highs and lows. So what do you think the most rewarding part of state was?
I'd say something that's really rewarding is that on our second day when we placed 8th, like everyone was really excited, and then we found out our score, and our score was the highest it's ever been in Grandstand's history. So it was just a really big accomplishment and really rewarding for everyone to feel that. And yeah, I feel like that was a pretty high moment for everyone.
I agree. I think just like the feeling of knowing that like that's the best we've ever done was just so like rewarding. Like it was worth it.
And we can just still do better.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think contributed to your team's success the most here at state this year?
I feel like just our work ethic. Yeah, our work ethic, and just literally every single person on this team, like coming in every day, putting in the work, and taking like extra time out of our day. Like our practices are pretty long.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like also just like our team being able to like take a step back and have like a good time was also like a big thing, because like, you know, we go out to state dinner, it was really fun, and then we like all went back and we had super fun with the coaches in the lobby, and like it was just a good time just hanging around and like being able to like let go for a minute and realize this was also for fun and not just for competition is just a big thing that every team should be able to experience.
Like we're really able to like separate like the productive times and like the fun times, and I think that helps. Like we're able to like have fun doing what we like, have fun during practice, but also like we get stuff done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly, like, your team dynamic was like pretty good this season.
Yeah.
For sure.
But do you think it is like different from other years? Do you think it was more positive?
I'd say like every year it's been really good, but just like, I don't know, it being my senior year, I've just been soaking it in, and like
Yeah.
literally every single person on this team, like I consider one of my like close friends.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do spend 5 days, 6 days a week with each other, so I hope we have a good
Sometimes
team dynamic.
7.
Sometimes 7.
What role does leadership play in your team's success? Like any like specific people you want to give a shout out to, like coaches, team captains?
I feel like our team captains, Olivia Howe, Olivia Smith, and Hannah
Levine. Mm.
They've been helping us throughout this season, keeping us in check, organizing. Like, I don't think football season would even be a thing without them.
For sure.
For sure. And they lead our stretches. Like, they just help keep our team very organized.
Yeah. I've seen how much like dedication, how much this team means to them. Like when I'm talking to them, like clear, like I can tell like they care about this team and they take it very seriously, and they take time out of practice to like obviously choreograph dances or like help to meet with coaches. Like they put a lot of work and time into the team.
Mm-hmm. You can really see like their determination through everything they do.
So, obviously, dance has proven to be very physical and mentally demanding this season. So, how do you guys stay motivated to just keep going and progress?
I feel like the beginning of our season did start off a little rough, and just knowing that, like, I feel like even after Abby's injury, knowing that, like, how do I word this? Like, not everything is guaranteed in dance. Like for state, the second day wasn't guaranteed. For sectional, state wasn't guaranteed. And just knowing that, like, put everything on the floor and, like, you will get rewarded.
I just feel like we always remember that, like, our work will be rewarded in the end, and we work for what we want. So if we want something, we're going to work for it, and I believe it shows up when we do.
Yeah.
I think there have been a lot of times where I was very like unmotivated, and I think our team is very good at like hyping each other up and keeping each other like in check, and like keeping each other like motivated, and like they like keeping each other like, I don't even know, like
Yeah.
just like we hype each other up and like we keep each other like motivated as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there a particular moment or practice that stands out as a turning point for the team this season?
I would say we had like a competition. It was conference, but we also had a competition the day before. And before that, like, I feel like every time we danced, it just like something felt off every time. But like those 2 performances in that one day just both felt like amazing. Everybody was so excited. And then like at both of them, we finally got rewarded for like all the work we put in. And then ever since, I feel like we've just been pushing and pushing and like improving.
For me, I think it was like the whole week before conference. Like that week, like was the first week I was like I was just like we were just drilling and drilling and drilling. It was group full outs. It was we were critiquing each other like as a team, and like it was just like so many like notes, and like we were just like improving. Like I saw it day by day, like we were improving that whole week.
I also agree. I feel like conference was a really big turning point for us as a team, because I feel like that was one of the first times, like, again, we got rewarded and we got to see that we do something to get rewarded, and the work we put in does get rewarded. And I just feel like those were like, it was a turning point, because like that was like how it started, like how we were finally like able to like take a minute, let loose a little bit, and just have a moment.
Okay, so going forward into your season, you guys are going to nationals and you're competing for the second time this year at nationals. So what lessons from last year are going to help bring you to this nationals?
I feel like, we were at nationals last year, and it's just like a completely different vibe, and
for
like
sure.
completely different. Like you're seeing such different teams. Like it's all finally hip hop, because we're so used to going against like
Lyrical
girls with little dresses. And it's so inspiring, and we like at nationals they reward performance more, I'd say, like performance and like hip hop technique.
Yeah, specifically like for hip hop there, like there's like categories like hip hop technique, hip hop style, hip hop like this and that.
Yeah.
And it's just much more, I feel, centered to what we do sometimes, because it is really hard to like place in the state when you're against like mostly lyrical teams. And like going to nationals, it's nice to get a like fresh air of just like all hip hop teams that like you can vibe off their style, they can vibe off yours.
Yeah. And it's honestly just so nice knowing like you're gonna get rewarded for these things, rather than just get rewarded for being like dancing as perfect as possible, as tight as possible, and it's like really nice.
Yeah.
Is there any difference between the two routines you had from state to nationals?
I feel like our week before nationals, we're just gonna try to like amp up some things, and I know there's like different rules, so like we might change up a few things.
Nationals is very more like style based, I guess, than like cleanliness.
Mm.
So I think we're trying to like amp up certain moves and like really like focus more on like isolations and like bigger body movements rather than staying synced up.
Yeah.
Making it
Yeah.
just bigger. So it is the same.
Gotcha.
Do you guys think you're gonna do well, like at nationals? Like, do you think you're gonna place well?
I do think we are going to place
Yeah.
well this year.
We entered like some like virtual competition. Like we just get like
Feedback
we
on
get
it.
feedback before we actually go,
Yeah.
and like we were like second in our group of 7. And it's out of 29.
God.
So
Dang,
I
that's
don't know.
crazy.
Yeah, we don't get to see the other teams in our groups, but we were second out of our division.
Do you guys have any like specific goals going into nationals this year? I mean, like obviously to win, but like,
I'd probably say just like leave it all out on the floor, like especially for like seniors. Like I feel like, you know, this is like one of the last times they're performing, so it's just like being able to like, this is the last time we're gonna probably do this routine. Like leave it all out there, leave what you want to see show up on the ground.
Yeah. And I feel like for people coming back to like next year, it's honestly like so inspiring. I just want everybody to like soak in every moment. Like there's so many teams there that are like just insane. So I'm just so excited for everybody to experience it.
Yeah. I kind of just want like state again. Like state was just like a good experience. It made me like feel like I felt accomplished when I was over. Like I just want that again.
So in terms of practice and preparation, what is the road to nationals looking like for you guys?
I feel like now we know what we're doing. Like we know our routine. We know like we know everybody on the floor. Like I think just really amping it up, like taking our dance to the next level is going to be essential for nationals, and that's what we're gonna work towards.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like we're dancing as one, and it shows up, and yeah.
I think we made a decent amount of changes before we went to state, so now we can we finally soaked them in, so now we have time to just really keep on working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and looking ahead, for younger dancers looking up to you, what advice would you give them competing at this level?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Like, for me, I would say just don't go into it being shy. Dance is something that you can express with your face and your body. It's an art, honestly, and just really soaking it in, dancing in the moment, and not worrying about what other people are thinking about you.
Yeah,
For sure.
I 100% agree with Frankie. I think that when it comes to trying to see it from if I was to look at us now, as a little child, I'd be I want to be them so bad. I wish I was them. But at the same time, when you get there, it's there's a bunch more hardships that you have to face. But then again, like Frankie said, dance is something where it's a very welcoming place. It's very open, and you get to express yourself in a way that you probably want to, and it's a refreshing.
If I was looking at our team from as a younger dancer, I'd be oh my god, I could never do that. And just know you can get there, but there are you have to put in a lot of work in, and just keep on pursuing it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
If you could describe the season in one word, what would it be and why?
It's a good question.
I'd say roller coaster. I feel there's been lots and lots of highs and lows. Lots of people on our team have faced injuries and have come back. Lots of people on our team have faced other things. But right now, I just feel we're in a really, really, really good spot, and I'm just really proud of everybody, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably say progression, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, or not giving up. I don't know what one word is for that. Yeah, it's just perseverance. Thank you, perseverance. It's just this team has been through a lot this season, like Frankie said, with injuries and just a bunch of it's a lot of mental and physical work on your body. So I feel just persevering through it all is worth it in the end, and it shows up.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I'd say unpredictable. There have been times where I think we're going into competitions unconfident, and we did much better than we thought we would, or injuries we didn't know really what would happen, but in the end I feel it worked out.
Yeah.
Kind of just as a final thought, what is one thing you want people to know about the dedication and effort you guys put into dancing?
I'd say I just want people to know it like Lexi said, it's very mentally and physically draining. And the work we put in behind the scenes, people see for a 2-minute routine, is honestly insane. But I feel it just grows us closer together.
I agree. I feel the short performance time ends up getting dance ends up getting overlooked, and just it's there's a lot more than just the 2-minute performance, and it's a lot.
I agree with both of them. I feel sometimes people can be very oh well, all you do is dance. Why is it so hard? And it's hard to hear that, because you're putting in 6 weeks, 6 days of your week, and it's just for a 2-minute routine that only gets it's a lot of work, and we just want people to know that we work for what we want.
All right, well, that is all the questions we have. So thank you guys for coming, and
good luck at Nationals!
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Oh my god, yeah, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for
and for coming.
guest.
Yeah, for coming
Welcome.
early on a Wednesday. That's horrible, but thank you for coming.